Muslims are outraged as Australian Senator, you can guess who, called to cut foreign aid to Muslim countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Okay, so...
That's a good call.
Yeah, okay, so not the senator that I was thinking. Okay. CAP, or the KAP Senate for Queensland, Fraser Anning, tells Islamic nations to shove it. Australia will no longer provide foreign aid at the expense of its taxpayers. Oh, boy.
Clap.
Yeah, we need to get this guy back on Pauline's team. We really do. Muslims in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Indonesia, and other Islamic countries in North Africa are freaking out. On Facebook, a Facebook post embedded down below, and we'll show you in a sec, Fraser Anning, the Senate for Queensland, urges the government to cut a $312 million to Indonesia, $80 million to Afghanistan, and $49.2 million to Pakistan. Australia, like any other sovereign state, has the right to defend itself and its citizens first. So,
yeah, absolutely. We could redirect all that to the farmers.
Yeah, he's saying they cut $316 million, $121 million from 49 African countries, $80 million from Afghanistan, and $49.2 million from Pakistan.
Oh my God! They give all that money out to just, it is so immoral to take our money. The tax is supposed to be for our country.
Yeah.
We pay this for our country. It's immoral to just take it at what some people might call it is an act of violence, taking tax. I don't agree with it, but let's just say, I mean, some lefties say that's it's an act of violence. So wouldn't they support this too?
Yeah, you'd think so, but this is where obviously they get into problems, because identity politics means they have to stick up for the minorities. So
I love pointing out the hypocrisy of the left.
Yeah, they kind of get themselves stuck. The Palestine Authority says Australia's decision to withhold funds over payment to jihadi murderers is a declaration of war. Okay, let's do it. In fact, by saying this, the Palestine Authority declares Australia as a legitimate target for terrorist attacks. So we just cut all their funding then. It's important to clarify...
Let's stop paying the people who want to kill us.
Yes, let's stop paying the hush money, all right? It's important to clarify that Australia has not cut its aids to the Palestine. Julia Bishop, the Australian Minister for Foreign Affairs, has announced that the Australian government will discontinue foreign aid only to the Palestine Authority, but still support them via the UN. The Australian government has stopped directly funding the Palestine Authority over its controversial policies of providing money to convicted Muslim terrorists and their families for killing infidels. The payments coming from the budget of the Palestine Authority added up to more than $330 million each year. How many roads could we build for $330 million? How many schools? How many farmers could we feed for that $330 million?
How many tech rooms can we upgrade?
Yeah. I'm moving along. Every year the Australian gives $45 million to the Palestinians. Why are we giving them $45 million?
Because they're the poor little Palestinians who keep getting bombed by Israel.
Oh, okay.
But they're the ones lobbing bombs over the wall.
Well, I think they're both as bad as each other, but anyway. But now, instead of giving the money to the Palestine Authority, which pays salaries to Muslim terrorists, Australia gives the money to UNRWA, or a UN agency in Gaza, which is controlled by Hamas. So we're giving it to the other terrorists instead, and other UN agencies in Gaza and Ramallah. In other words, the Australian government steals $45 million from taxpayers' money to fund the Palestinians. Over the past few years, the UN has found terror tunnels dug under the UNRWA schools. During the 2014 war in Gaza, the UN found rockets and missile launchers hidden inside UNRWA schools. UNRWA UNRWA's education program teaches children to be suicide bombers in the name of Allah and wage war of jihad against the West. Why are we giving terrorists money? Why are we funding them money? But anyway, Australia.
So then, for example, a bomb gets dropped on a school at night. Not daytime, but then the mainstream media will probably just change and go, Israel bombed school. It's like, well, yeah, they were hiding things underneath.
Yeah, they're hiding guns in the school. Yeah.
But I mean, I know they're both just as bad as each other. I'm not going to, cuck for Israel or nothing, but they're both as bad as each other. But my God, man, like, this is the kind of things that we give money to.
Yep.
God, I just want to punch something.
Why don't we just stop all foreign aid?
That would be a good start.
That what, $4 billion that we could save in foreign aid? I imagine it would go a long way to pay off our national debt, for example. But anyway.
Oh, I saw an article just a day ago or 2 days ago. It was saying that, we have our national debt has gone to something like $6,500 or $6,000 per man, woman, and child. I think that was, maybe I'm wrong on the numbers, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Anyway, Australia must cut all its foreign aid to the Palestinians, including the UN agencies in Gaza and Ramallah. They are being used by terrorists of Hamas, the Islamic Jihads, and the Palestinian authorities. The Palestinian Authority is about to lose its terrorism financing from USA, Canada, UK, and Australia. Every year, billions of dollars of American, Canadian, British, and Australian taxpayers' money goes to the Palestinian Authority. The Palestinian Authority paid terrorists nearly $350 million in 2017, worth 7% of its budget and astonishing 50% of its foreign aid receipts. The Palestinian Authority pays $580 per month to Muslim terrorists who were sentenced to 3 to 5 years in prison. Terrorists who are sentenced to 20 years or more in prison get $2,835 per month. In other words, those who commit more severe crimes, were involved in killing Christians or Jews, get 5 times more money each month than the rest of their lives. Western countries must stop funding the Palestinian authorities.
I agree with that, absolutely, and that's disgusting. And that's one of the things that the media, mainstream media, will not cover. The fact that the most, they reckon their Muslims are the most persecuted. It's absolutely just demonstrably not true. It's Christians at this point. And no, I'm not talking about the debate between, Christians online about atheism. That's not what I mean. I mean, as in they be getting killed.
Yeah,
and it's been happening. It's been happening sinch World War II.
Yeah,
it starts with
over in countries like Egypt and stuff like that. You literally have Christians being killed by Muslims every day.
Yeah, it started off with the Bolshevik thing to do with what happened with Russia, the Holodomor, and it has just gone on since. Yeah, Christians dying by the hundreds of millions of dollars. And also, just to correct myself, our national debt is at $20,971 per capita in Australia.
What's the total for the debt? Do you know?
It's the total is US $485.1 billion, or in Australian it's 549.8 billion. It's at 32.6% of its GDP.
So $4 billion would pay a pretty decent chunk of that off.
4 billion, it wouldn't do much. And we are at 549.8 billion.
Yeah, but it'd do a lot more than what we're currently paying off right now, though, wouldn't it? That's what I'm trying to say.
True. Yeah. And at 20 grand per person, that's literally like a house. Not a house. I mean a
car.
A deposit for a house.
Yeah, or a really nice car.
Or a really nice car.
Look, at the end of the day, I think you and I are both in complete agreement with this. I think we should stop giving so much money to foreign aid. I think we should start looking after ourselves and just looking after Australia first.
Australia needs to be sensible. Yeah. We have to stop giving away so much money, and we have to stop bringing in so many people. That's it.
Yeah. Or bring in people that are more more along our line of culture.
True, but like I mean, a little evolution I've had not long ago would be that not only would we cut it almost completely, but we'd bring in very small numbers of even people who are compatible with us, other than, of course, actual, like the South African refugees.
Yeah,
the white Australian, the white farmers.
Yeah, well, at the moment,
other than them, but we'd kind of have to cut it at that point because we need to catch up our infrastructure.
And at the end of the day, I actually did a story about this. I think it was yesterday, actually, where the South African government is actually seizing land over in South Africa. So the shit is getting very real over there. So, yeah. But guys, look, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Does Australia need to go through and cut its actual foreign aid? Would you support that? Do you think we should be giving less to foreign aid and should be more looking after our own country? Or do you think at the end of the day that we should keep doing the foreign aid? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Apart from that, guys, obviously the video has been helpful. Please smack a like if you're new to the channel. Welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.